Hello there, this is Dave Allen for Video Magical and for Mac 20 Questions, and today I'm going to have a look at Final Cut Pro and some more things you can do with importing media. Now you can see in this here I've got the import window up there, and I got that by pressing Command and I. And up in the top left hand corner I've got the cameras that I have available, and starting off I have the EOS Digital, which come out my Canon camera, and I can choose my videos off there if I want to. I've got the iPhone because I've got videos on there as well. There's a video there, look. And I can also choose to use the Apple FaceTime camera, the built-in one, and I can choose to get bits off there, which is pretty handy, isn't it? So you can see also that I've got all the devices on here. So I've got my Drobo on there, I've got Pinky and Perky, and the hard drive, Buffy. And also I've got favourites, and also I've got camera archives. Now what are camera archives? Well, for instance, I've got this thing here, and I want to make an archive out of that. And the thing to do is to create archive. And I can call this whatever I want to call this. So this is, let's say I want to do some stuff with green screen. I can bring it in there. It's got an archive size of 1.1 gigabytes. And this is a way to clone whatever's on that little card and have it there available, so I can basically clear the card, go off and shoot some more stuff, and know that it's all completely safe on my hard drive. So let's click OK, and away it goes. So that's going to do its stuff there, bringing that into the Mac. Now another thing that you might want to do is you might want to have some favourite places. Now for instance, in favourite places, let's go to the Drobo, and on the Drobo there I've got a place on here where I've got some movies kept. So there's some movies in there, and I want to have that as a favourite. So I'm going to drag that and I'm going to drop it onto that there, and now that is a place where I can always quickly and easily go back to get some things from the movies folder in the Drobo. Another place that I want to go and get some stuff for sound files, for instance. Let's go to users and then go to music. And in the music, that's a possible place where I'm going to keep some sound effects and drop that on there. And that's always going to be there available for me. We'll go to the iPhone first of all and see what we've got on there. I've just got one video on there at the moment. And I've got a couple of ways of looking at this. I can look at this in list mode, or I can look at it in this mode. I'll select the whole thing in there at the moment, but say if I want to select just a part of it, which I didn't know that you could do before today, but there you go. What you can do is you can say, well, I want to have that part there, so I've got that part there and it's selected. And if I do Command Shift and I can put another in point in there, and then I can choose, say I've got it playing there, let's play it. Right there, that is the and I want to have an out point, so I press Command Shift and O, and I've got an out point there as well. So there you go, that you can see now that it's possible to get parts of a clip selected and just bring those parts in. You don't have to bring the whole thing in. Before I thought what I needed to do was to bring the whole thing into it and then do my selecting in the Final Cut Pro before I bring it into the timeline. So that's one way of doing it. That's just working with one clip. Let's go back up to this one here, the EOS Digital. And on this one here, I've got some stuff here that I've been selecting. Now you see, I'll click on this one here. Let's change it to the other mode. I can see a bit more what's going on here. You see I've already chosen 3 selections out of this clip here, and what's good about that is the fact that I can select those clips, go off and do something else, come back to it, and those clips stay selected. And again, if I'm going through this bit here, I press the play. I found out it's quite possible to take a clip, and I'm going to do Command Shift and I. And just bring in parts. So we're going to have a look at that. So I press Command and O to have another bit selected. Now when I click on Import Selected, what that's going to do is that's going to bring in all those 4 bits there, and it's going to be 4 separate items in my clips bin. So let's do that. Let's click on Import Selected and see what happens. Now at this stage here you can do all your stuff. Because this is coming in off a card, this bit here is greyed out. It means that it's going to copy the files to the Final Cut Events folder. If it's coming off a hard drive, then I'd have the option there to not copy the files in and leave the files where they are. You can do your choices there, whether you want to have optimized media or proxy media, and for the moment I'm not going to do that. So let's go ahead and click on Import. Click on that there and it'll change there so that the earliest starting ones start at the top and work their way down. You don't have to bring the whole clip in there and choose what you want like before, like I was doing before. So say this one here, I select the whole thing. So I can say, well, I want this bit here. So let's do an I there, as far as that bit there, and do an O there. So before, that's what I was doing, and I was selecting those bits one at a time, and put them onto the timeline. Let's try this. Do Command Shift and I. So I've got another selection going there. We've got those 3 things selected. So when you press the E key, what happens is those multiple clips get appended to the end of your timeline. How easy is that then? So there you go. That's a little bit about doing imports and bringing things into your timeline by selecting multiple parts of a clip. This is Dave Allen for Video Magical, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye bye now. Thanks for watching the video, and why don't you check out the other videos. Here's 2 of them. There's one video there and one video there that you can click on and go and have a look at now. And don't forget that you can also subscribe. Talk to you again soon. Bye bye now.